paghuli sa founder ng KAPA-COMMUNITY Ministry.
Dalawang armadong bodyguards niya ang naaresto.
Yung jet ski ron, inaapat, iniwan namin. And then may mga bangkaran. KAPA is wanted by the law.
Order, no? Kasi maraming...
Dapat dili ka manghilabot sa amua kay dili ni imong kwarta kundi para sa amua sa katawhan. Wa mi namirhisyo sa inyo. Go KAPA! Why sirado?
What is KAPA and how does it work?
KAPA-COMMUNITY Ministry International INC was declared the biggest investment fraud corporation in the history of the Philippines. KAPA is a religious organization that was registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission, or commonly known as SEC, as a domestic non-corporation on the 3rd day of March 2017, with company registration number CNU 017177724. KAPA has no secondary license to perform business activities like offering or selling securities and stocks to the general public. KAPA is known for these names: KAPA-COMMUNITY Ministry International INC, KAPA-Kabuspadutuan, Enrich, the KAPA-Kabuspadutuan, KAPA-Co-Convenience Store and General Merchandise, and KAPA Worldwide Ministry. Based on the stated articles of its incorporation, their primary purpose was to administer its affairs, properties, and temporalities as a religious corporation. KAPA investment taking activities works by giving a donation with a minimum amount of 5,000 and up. By that, members will receive a certificate of membership with deed of donation and a copy of KAPA policy and benefits. First, to be a member of KAPA, 100 pesos membership fee must be paid. Second, after paying the membership fee, then you'll become a legitimate member, and that would be the time that you can donate in any amount, which will earn 30% interest per month. Third, the said interest shall be received the following month after his membership plus 1 day. Fourth and the last, the amount donated will earn 30% compounded interest every month if the member will not withdraw the donation for a year.
A brief history about KAPA First Branch.
KAPA was co-founded by Joel A. Apolinario as the Non-Stock Corporation's president and commonly known as the Pastor, or claimed himself as the New Moses. Their principal office address is located at Garay Arcade Barret Street, Karamkang District, Mangagoy, Bislig City, Surigao del Sur, 8311, Philippines, with 8 trustees and incorporators named Joel A. Apolinario, Ranita S. Empano, Juni G. Apolinario, Nelia V. Nino, Maria Helia B. Sevilla, and Joelyn A. Del Castillo, Cristobal R. Barabat, and Joji A. Pusa. It all started in Bislig City, where the co-founders of KAPA originated. Based on the emails that the SEC e-message mo received, the officers of the KAPA are persuading people to invest to their company to earn 30% of their investment, and their targets are mostly and commonly teachers, and also some teachers loan 100,000 pesos of sum of money just to invest to their scheme to make the KAPA more knowable to everyone, and also to invite people to join their investment scheme. Mr. Joel Apolinario, the KAPA organization president, had an interview on the ABS-CBN Teleradio program, was featured to some YouTube or Facebook video presentation posted on those websites. But they not only got the attention of their possible victims, but also they got the attentions of the authorities.
How KAPA persuade people to join their organization.
How KAPA persuade people to join their organization. KAPA organization, under by a religious corporation, was owned by Joel Apolinario, who was also the organization pastor, who persuaded others in a way that he made it look like the investors are donating their money in religious terms. Meaning, when they invest, the money that they are donating will come back to them as blessings. Since the Philippines is a religious country, they will convince to invest in a religious manner. It was said that when you contribute 10,000 peso, you will earn 30% more because it was their organization's blessing.
What is the impact of COPA to those who believe in them?
What is the effect of your experience in KAPA as a former member?
Disappointed.
Why?
Kasi kasi kala ko matanggap ko yung dapat matanggap nag-close. Kasi nga hindi sila naka-comply ng complete requirements. Yun lang, ang hinayang sa pera na in-invest na hindi naman na ibalik. Yun lang, try sa experience na lang. Tapos yun, yung wag na ulit sali-sali ng mga ganyan na walang katiyakan. Kahit pwedeng sabihin parang scam. Kailangan mo na sa atin suriin kung tunay o legal ba ang katulad ng ganito na negosyo or ang tawag doon investment. Kasi masasayang yung pera. Kagaya sa experience ko na dumating sa point na wala din, masayang yun. Kaya yun lang.
How the COPA get busted to their scheme?
How the KAPA get busted to the scheme? The Securities and Exchange Commission, also known as SEC, has warned the public not to believe bogus news concerning the alleged dismissal of fraud charges against KAPA-COMMUNITY Ministry International. In an advice released on May 21, the Commission clarified that the criminal proceedings brought against KAPA for breaches of Republic Act No. 8799 or the Securities Regulation Code are still ongoing in various courts. The SEC emphasized that KAPA founder and President Joel A. Apolinario, as well as the group's other officials, were only granted conditional and temporary liberty after post-bond. The SEC also discovered that KAPA used a Ponzi scheme, which is an investment program that promises unrealistically given by subsequent investors. In addition to the SEC fraud accusations, Mr. Apolinario facing non-payable accounts and syndicated estafa before the Cagayan de Oro City Regional Trial Court, Branch 21. Mr. Apolinario, Johnny G. Apolinario, Maria Bella B. Sevilla, Cristobal R. Barabad, Lunita S. Urbano, Nilia B. Nino, Joylyn A. Del Castillo, Juji A. Husay, and Albert B. Buhang-Buha were all arrested in February 18.
Why the DOJ filed a case to COPA?
Securities and Exchange Commission SEC has cautioned the public against falling for fake news about the supposed dismissal of fraud charges against the KAPA-COMMUNITY Ministry International KAPA. In an advisory issued on May 21, the Commission set the record straight. The criminal case filed against KAPA for violations of Republic Act No. 8799 or the Securities Regulation Code remain pending in various courts. The SEC underscored that KAPA founder and President Joel A. Apolinario, along with the group's other officers, only managed to secure additional and temporary liberty of their posting bail. To recall, prosecutors that Department of Justice DOJ charged Mr. Apolinario together with KAPA trustee Margie A. Danao and corporate secretary Reyna L. Apolinario before the Bislig City Regional Trial Court Branch 29 with violating sections 8.1, 26.1, and 28 of the Securities Regulation Code. The DOJ also indicated Marisol S. Diaz, Adelfa Fernandico, Moises Mofia, and Riones de Catbagan for violation of Section 26.1 of the Securities Regulation Code for promoting the investment scam. DOJ further charged Diaz before the Antipolo Regional Trial Court for violation of Section 28 of the Securities Regulation Code. It filed similar information against Leah and Fernandico with the Quezon City Regional Trial Court Branch 93. On February 19 and 27, Mr. and Mrs. Apolinario and Catbagan respectively surrendered and posted bail for their temporary liberty while facing the investment fraud charges by the DOJ. The criminal proceedings stemmed from the complaint filed by the SEC on June 18, 2019 after finding KAPA to have intented public to invest at least $10,000 in exchange for a 30% monthly return for life without having to do anything other than invest and wait for the pay.
Why the SEC declared KAPA is a scam.
The KAPA Ministry was one of the biggest financial investment fraud scandals in Philippine history. An estimated 5 million people were duped by the religious company KAPA-COMMUNITY Ministry International, which promised a 30% monthly return on investment for life. KAPA started in 2016 as KAPA Co-op convenience stores and general merchandise in the city of Westlake, founded by Jewel Apolinario. The City Economic Enterprise Department CEED shut down the business for failing to comply with some provisions. Example needed. In August 2017, Apolinario was charged with 102 cases for not settling claims. 27 arrest warrants were issued. However, all the cases were dismissed with the complainants compensated. Apolinario's company moved south, becoming KAPA-COMMUNITY Ministry International. The company enlisted new recruits who became member donors and in turn recruited new members. On June 8, 2019, Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte ordered the corporation to be shut down over this. KAPA was said to be behind the biggest investment scam in the country in recent years. The group was accused of duping investors across Mindanao of over more than 10 billion from 2016 to 2018. The head and founder of KAPA, Jewel Apolinario, and 23 of his alleged security escorts were arrested in Lico, Surigao del Sur last year. The Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) said all officials of KAPA amassed wealth in the guise of religion at the expense of the investing public. The SEC said KAPA entices the public to donate money in exchange for a 30% blessing or love gift for life.
How KAPA similar to Ponzi scheme?
KAPA has similarities to Ponzi scheme because Ponzi scheme was also a fraud and KAPA was also a fraud. These two investments that have been not registered with the Securities Exchange Commissions, KAPA and Ponzi, have a guaranteed promise that impossibly high returns with a little risk.
What are the basis of their violations from the rules and regulations or law?
KAPA is rumored and not legal and have been not registered to Securities Exchange Commission, which is the SEC. KAPA and its official perpetrated an investment scam that in violations of Republic Act 8799 or the Securities Regulations Code is a landmark legislation that aims to regulate the issuance and trading of equity security and debt securities in the Philippines. The EIPD further received a memorandum from the Catbagan Oral Extensions Office providing certified true copies of the documents furnished by the District City Police Station's Philippine National Police. Based on the forwarded documents, KAPA or the KAPA Corporations has amassed for more than 7 million pesos from the 100 investors who are mostly residents of the district city. It was also gathered that criminal actions for KAPA was filed by some investors against KAPA. Joel Apolinario and many others before the office of the city prosecutor of District. Criminal cases have also been filed in a court and warrant of arrest were issued against Joel Apolinario y Abaton.
How KAPA persuade people to join their organization?
Simple. KAPA, which stands for Kabos Palatuon or to enrich the poor, Members were encouraged to donate a worth of 10,000 pesos in exchange for 30% monthly return, which they refer as a blessings or love gift for life without having to do anything other than invest and wait for the payout. And that's why people grab the opportunity, because they have nothing to do and just to wait for the payout.
What is the action of the government towards this investment scheme?
What is the government's action towards KAPA investment scheme? So, President Rodrigo Duterte ordered the Philippine National Police and the Bureau of National Investigation to shut down investment scams, like KAPA-COMMUNITY Ministry International. KAPA was found to have been soliciting investments from the public without the necessary license from the Securities and Exchange Commission. KAPA violated Republic Act 8799 or the Securities Regulation Code. So the SEC issued advisories against KAPA as early as March 2017. Subsequently, a cease and desist order in February 2019, and ultimately an order of revocation of its certificate of incorporation in April 2019. What we can learn from this thing is that we need to be educated enough. We need to be wise and not let our feelings or our greed for money dominate us. As a student, we need to be vigilant to be able to differentiate what is scam from not. We need to be knowledgeable.
Knowledge is power.